Kai Cenat is losing friends and gaining enemies, nigga. Type shit. What's good? How we doing? Is everyone okay? I hope everyone is fine today because I am fucking amazing. Shout out my mucus because you know that'd be my slime. Anyway, today we're gonna be watching a video from Maury called Kai Cenat is losing friends. Shout out Maury.
Now, as of today, at the time of this recording, there's been a recent trend on TikTok regarding Kai Cenat and his switch up, his change up in demeanor. And a lot of people are now coming out against him saying he's fake, that he's been faking his reactions, that he's been doing the most, like saying that he's a trend hopper, a bandwagoner, and that he only does what he thinks is popular, that all of this is only business to him, and that he's been lying to his fans, and that people are now finally starting to see the truth. Now, personally, me, I don't really watch Kai's streams. I'm not really...
I don't get it. Because, like, I'm the type of nigga, I don't watch Kai a lot, but from outside looking in, maybe an in-depth viewer, maybe looking at it differently, but from what I see, Kai been doing the same shit this whole time, dude. Like, I don't see the big change. I feel like this nigga just bigger now, and like people just inevitably getting kind of a little tired of the same old, scream, freak yourself out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Into that type of content. He is a fellow creator, large success, but as I've said in my previous videos, I'm not really...
And then I don't get why people just do that shit. Why when a nigga doing his thing, like jumping from this thing that's popping to this next thing, it's like, bro, at a certain way, yes, as being a creator, it's commended to be creative and do your own thing and, you know, like, just break off and do what interests you. But at the same time, if you gotta understand, niggas like a Kai Cenat and like a Drake, the reason they at the top is because they stay on these trends, you know what I mean? And they riding it with sense, you know? So, bro...
into the loud is funny, the obnoxiously overly stimulated type of content where people are jumping around like coked up crackheads on one. Like, I like educational content, fitness content, science, nature type stuff. I know, kind of shocking based on the content I make, but here's what people have to say about Kai Cenat's quote unquote downfall.
It's finally happening. The Kai Cenat hate train is finally starting, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I don't like hating on people. That's just not in my character, bro.
That's how he said, you know, his fucker line his ass off.
But I guess enough is enough. People are realizing that he's a fucking fraud. And that none of the reactions he does, bro, are literally genuine. None of them, bro. There's literally so many clips of him just being a total jackass. Being loud for no apparent reason. And
this is what got this nigga here, bro. Like, there they go.
people are just fed up. What's the point of becoming a streamer if you're not genuine and being genuine with your followers?
A lot of people actually started becoming streamers or content creators specifically for money. They didn't have any passion for it. They didn't find it fun at all. There was no creativity behind it. And I'm not saying this has anything to do with Kai. I'm just speaking on general, especially in this day and age. A lot of the conversations I've had with people who want to get into this world, they want to do it specifically for money. And I'm like, bro, don't even try. Because if the passion isn't there, if people can peep that you don't actually like what you do or fuck with what you do or have any original thoughts or opinions when it comes to specific topics, and you're just reading a script. By the way, I don't do scripts, which gets me in trouble a lot of the times because I may say things that I didn't intend to, but hey, it comes with the territory. But
I can't read a script. Fun fact, I can't use a script for shit. I tried it, and I'll be like, and like, at a certain point, you just gotta be like, you gotta be on this, bro. Like, especially when it get to a certain point, like, yes, it gotta be about the money. Cause hey, what the fuck, bro? Bitch, I'm recording with my mashup shirt. But yeah, at a certain point, it gotta be about the money. Cause we gotta make money, people gotta eat. You know what I mean? But to do this at a high level, I feel like you have to have passion. Some, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
people can sense inauthenticity. People can sense fakeness. And it seems like, I don't know. People...
But and I know he's talking to me a lot, but I don't think Kai is like not passionate about this though. I think he's just like he's an extravagant nigga, bro. Like, Yes, I'm dumb as fuck. She is like, he is like just a loud nigga, and with the territory, sometimes you gotta fake it a little bit. Sometimes you gotta react a little more than how you traditionally want to react, because then the minute you don't react up, or like you just like monotone, it's like everyone will be like, oh, your shit boring. And like a person like Kai, who built his foundation, was from the jump, Kai was the loud nigga, bro. You know what I mean? So you can't really undo that. So bro, shit.
We're now trying to say that Kai is fake. Again, I don't really watch his streams, but the clips I do see are always loud. Like very loud, you know? But hey, if it works for him, it works.
For example, his whole music taste is fake. He is the embodiment of what Rap Caviar listeners listen to. Bruce was right. I see why Bruce don't fuck with him, bro. Anytime an artist is popping, he doesn't do it because he discovered it on his own. He's doing it because he gets some fucking views and money off the shit. Like just a few months ago, he was not tapped in with the underground at all. Now all of a sudden, he got Osama's son and Nespin in his fucking playlist. Nobody's believing that shit, bro. And the picture behind me, he's yelling and jumping around like a fucking maniac. Loud does not equal funny, and loud does not equal cool. I'm low-key glad people are realizing this shit, bro. Because to be honest, we don't need any more fraud-ass streamers like him, bro.
Now, this all comes in lieu of the fact that, and I say this allegedly, Phantom being kicked out of AMP. We don't know if this is real or not. A lot of people are saying it's fake, it's a skit. AMP has done this many times before, but
I think that's fake as fuck.
But Phantom is saying Kai and them sold their souls and that, you know, he just couldn't rock with the direction of what the group was heading in or is heading in.
Here's the issue with me. I generally don't care about your new world, like, thought processes. Okay? Now, not only are you losing the plot, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. You're pussy, bro. You're pussy. But don't fold. Get the banging out with these niggas. Grab your gun.
Now that clip was edited to a certain degree. I saw another clip somewhere of Phantom saying he's not a part of the group anymore and certain people unfollowing him and him just not rocking with the direction of where the group is heading. But an image from Phantom posted to his IG saying, I find shit funny, everything will soon come to light. They should be thanking me. If y'all knew what I knew, y'all would understand. Nothing is coincidence, everything is always strategic from them. It's never natural anymore. So he's alluding to the fact that everything is scripted, Kai shit is fake, like his reactions or whatever, over exaggerated, nothing is authentic, right? Every move calculated. Funny how you gotta watch those closest to you. That's how it goes. They think they're actual gods. So he may be talking about the ego, the narcissism or whatever, like the larger than life aspect, like, you know, how people get when they get big and famous, money, rich, Hollywood type shit. He also says, we know who God really is. Their God is money, mine's isn't. Now, a lot of people are saying this may be a skit or fake or whatever, but I just don't see the benefit of having this type of skit being pushed as a narrative. Like, why would you want to tarnish your group's name like this? Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie though, at a certain level, I feel like famous people just go crazy, bro. Like, it takes strong willpower, I feel like, to not go crazy in a situation like this. Like, when everybody know you got all this fucking money. You know what it is to have money and influence, bro? No, me neither, because I'm broke as fuck right now. But bro, like, these niggas, and these niggas young, bro. These ain't like old ass niggas, bro. Like, kind of like what? Wow, oh fuck, like 20 something, 22, 23, 24, maybe? I highly doubt he's 25. Duke, what? I think that nigga like 30 something. But still, that's still kind of young in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? That's crazy, bro. Like, bro, how do you not like lose your mind in this shit, bro? Like, and like, bro, I feel like it's very few famous people like who genuinely like are still like, I don't want to say good people because I don't want to dive into that narrative, but like who are genuinely like still all there. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like that level of money and that level of fame, bro, that ain't for normal people, bro. That ain't for normal people, bro.
honestly, if it is a collective group type, like strategic plan to get more virality, of which I don't think they need, it's an L on their part. Not funny at all. It's weird. If it's fake. If it's real, then damn, that's crazy. He also said, Phantom posted it to his snap, he said, AMP Twitter page unfollowed me and removed me from having access. I bet. Can't wait to find out who came up with this. Wow. But here's another recent clip from a community member who says Bruce was always right about Kai, right? Because, you know, Bruce, we already know who Bruce is. To jog your memory.
I haven't been friends with these people in a long time, and I've separated myself from those people since. So I don't expect nobody to fuck with me. To be honest, if you don't mess with me, I don't really care. I don't care to be liked. I'm already loved, and that's all that matters to me. So the people feelings that I hurt, I apologize. I already did apologize. I'm more so apologizing to my core community, because I know y'all sick and tired of defending this fat nose. You feel me? Like, but don't even think y'all got to do that, man. The only thing I need is God. And
again, seems to be a common thing. God. Bruce, God. Phantom, God. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on behind the scenes with Kai and AMP. Could be demonic related stuff, selling your soul. I'm not one to really believe in all those spiritual aspects with demons and cult-like groups tapping into all this other dark energy. Like, the whole selling your soul thing to me is like metaphorical. Like, you're kind of like signing away your identity to higher up elites who can now control you and use puppet strings. But clearly the direction that AMP, if all of this is real, assuming all of it is real, that AMP is going in, Phantom isn't rocking with it. And maybe Bruce was calling this out years ago and he got shitted on for it when a lot of people didn't realize what was actually happening. And now AMP kicking out Phantom, unfollowing him, this rift between the two, assuming it's all real, is kinda, in hindsight, making things look a little different.
Okay, so the internet is starting to realize that they were in the wrong. Okay, so first I seen the T Nichols thing, everybody wants T Nichols to come back, and now I'm seeing everyone slandering Kai Cenat, saying that he's a liar and he's not real. Okay, so now that we're doing that, can we now give Bruce apology? Can we do that now? Can we give Bruce drop him off an apology? Because he deserves it. Okay, yes, Bruce drop him off might be emotionally unstable. Okay, and I'll give that to you. That is a grown man who's emotionally
This nigga be freaking each other out.
unstable. Something's wrong with him mentally. But he did tell you guys. Now, he might have not told you all, but he basically said in those text messages, Kai Cenat is fake as fuck. He's not real. That's a fake ass dude. Okay? And nobody believed him. They all thought he was a piece of shit. They all thought that he was worthless. But think about it like this. Either he could have sat there and said it on the low, told somebody, hey, I don't fuck with Kai, and y'all would have hated him. Or he could have said that shit publicly, and y'all would have hated him. Either way, either card he played, he was built to lose. Okay? So either doing it in the shadows, he would have lost. And doing it in public, he would have lost. Because y'all were that diehard for Kai Cenat. And looking back at Kai, he's faked it. He's faked everything. And honestly, one thing about me, that's why I don't like watching streams, especially like Kai Cenat and shit like that, because they're all so fucking fake. Like Kai is a piece of shit. Like, he treats women like absolute garbage. I would never watch that kid. That kid absolutely treats women like garbage.
So Kai is like the clone of Kai Cenat, right? I think they're from like the same area, city. Like, we all know Kai and Phantom from New York City. I'm not sure specifically what borough, Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, Manhattan, I don't know, Queens. But I think people need to realize that obviously all the loud ass obnoxious clips that go viral for a specific reason, because people like that. They like that type of content. So if a specific strategy of content creation works and it keeps working, that specific content creator is going to keep doing it until it doesn't work anymore. I.e. I Show Speed, i.e. Kai Cenat, i.e. XQC. Why do you think these are some of the biggest content creators in the world? Some of the richest. Loud, giddy, over-exaggerates, and, debatably sometimes fake their reactions. Which is why when those moments come around where they quote-unquote break their character, it just catches people off guard. Oh my god, they're actually being real for once. Because people know it's all fake. But that's all a part of the entertainment. But it gets to the point to where people are actually expecting authenticity from the person they watch every day, but they can never act.
Fun fact, this game he's playing is from a show that I fucking hate, bro.
Actually get that authenticity, because that streamer or that content creator is always in a type of character per se. And now this is what people are realizing, and Bruce, I suppose, called this out years ago, and now a lot of people are having to eat crow, especially in tandem with AMP kicking out Phantom, because Phantom is not rocking with the direction of the group. The group is becoming more corporate, more sanitized. You can't say what you want to say because brand deals and sponsorships, and we gotta keep a squeaky clean image, just like Kevin Hart. Now people are saying Kai Cenat is basically the Kevin Hart of the streaming world.
A lot of them just are fucking assholes.
But you gotta understand, at a certain point when you get to a certain level, these things are no longer guys, friends just doing friend shit on camera. You know what I mean? It becomes a fucking business, bro. And speaking this from a nigga outside looking in, because again, not that guy. yet. But you know, like I feel like at a certain point you kind of have to expect that. But it's still crazy to see happen though, because it's like this brotherly organizing, this brotherly companionship everyone had is what brought them here. But now since it's a business, you could do that shit, but it's now fake, it's manufactured. Because I'm pretty sure half of these niggas don't even really want to live in the same house no more, probably. You know? Especially a nigga like dude who grown as fuck. I mean, everyone, you know? At least I don't know them personally. But at a certain point, like, you kind of just have to keep the ball rolling. So, like, you kind of have to expect that. But it's crazy, though, how someone could make something. Because as far as I'm aware, because, again, I don't really follow these niggas like that. But from what I heard, Farnham, I think, like, Agent was the niggas who made AMP. And if this story is true and he getting kicked out, it's crazy how you get kicked out of your own shit, bro. When these things go corporate, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy.
They got a platform because they got lucky. That's it. And there's Bruce. There's Bruce, who's always been a dickhead. He's always been genuinely an asshole. He knows he's an asshole. He admits to being an asshole. And he genuinely think the difference about him though is that he never lied about it. He didn't lie like, oh, I'm a nice guy. No, he's always said, hey man, I'm fucked up. But either you fuck with me or you don't fuck with me. He just did not care. He was gonna be himself regardless. And I think that's why I could say I like Bruce more than I like Kai.
Respectable. I like honest assholes. Honestly, as I've stated in my videos multiple times before, I'm not perfect. Hey man, I've said some fucked up shit in my past videos in attempts at being funny. Still do. I'm not a person who tries to fake my niceness. I just say what I feel, right? Been called an asshole for the majority of my life. I've been called rude, abrasive, blunt. It is what it is. A lot of people don't like my personality type because of it, and a lot of people do. The way I see it, bro, either you want to fake my opinions, you want to fake my thoughts, fake being nice in attempts to get more subs and views and to cater and kowtow to the feelings and emotions of the people who watch the content, or you just want to be honest about what is actually happening in front of me. Pick your poison. I know what I feel is best for my audience or the people I talk to and the way I produce content. It may not be the most profitable. Obviously, I get fucking demonetized every other day, a video taken down or something stagnated in the algorithm, which is why you guys need to like, comment, and support and share the videos. Obviously, if you don't do that, this channel is going to eventually just die and fizzle out. Maybe some people want that. I don't know. But guys, do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about the situation. Honestly, as a non-viewer of Kai and the AMP group, but a fellow content creator, I don't wish them bad, but I do gotta say that if this is real, if Phantom is actually kicked out, this is a bad look, and I don't think it's gonna fare well for the group moving forward. Phantom appears to be the most authentic, organic, and if not, one of the funniest people in the group, if not the funniest. Genuinely speaking. And I think he's a key part of the group, and you guys need to make adjustments, apologize, and take him back. That's just my thoughts, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If I'm missing any key details, you already know what to do. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and until next time, everybody, stay safe out there.
Type shit though. I'm not gonna lie, these things get messy when money gets involved. But that's one of my biggest fears with like content, houses, and like shit like that, because when money gets involved, the whole game kind of changes. You know what I mean? It seems like you don't get that same amount of freedom you once had for one, and it's just crazy, bro. But the whole thing with Kai though, I think we just gotta understand this nigga was low-key on this motion from the rip, bro. Like, not gonna lie, like Kai was always that loud, crazy nigga, and I genuinely just feel like people, and again, I could be wrong because, again, don't watch the nigga like that. But from the outside looking in, it seems like he's just been doing the same thing over and over. It's just now the difference from when he started to now is that he got a shit ton more money. You know what I mean? And much more influence and much more range. And people are getting tired of that because now they're seeing it more and more than they did before. You know what I mean? So like, Kai, you scroll on TikTok, at some point you're gonna see Kai Cenat a couple times. You know what I mean? So I think like people are just getting low-key tired of that, and they get tired of all the over-the-top reactions that are obviously fake. But then at the same time, I feel like you can't really blame him because like, if you chill out, a music playing, that's the difference between a good reaction and a bad reaction. Because you have a good reaction. A good reaction is like, oh, real shit. But like normal, just regular, just bobbing your head type shit, it's like, that's not entertaining. His whole thing is to entertain. So I feel like at a certain level, you can't really blame him for it. But then I also get that people just crave that genuine energy, which is fine, which is commendable, which is cool. But I don't feel like it's the thing that people try to push that this is like a big change for him. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like it's just Kai doing Kai shit, and just way more eyes on him, and people will keep getting tired of it. So, I don't know. And then the whole thing with the AMB shit, I hope that ain't the case. I hope they just trolling on someone hacked this nigga account or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? But that's me for the night, guys. Hope everyone stays safe. Word of the day is longevity. Let's pull out my ass, bro. That's God working, bro. Longevity, bro. It's been your boy Awesome Blues. Y'all be safe out there. And peace.